Welcome to Hildestone College's quick lesson series where our teachers give you some English language tips.
Hello, welcome back to Quick Lessons. Today we're going to work on your writing skills some more. Let's see some different ways of introducing examples. Now you know for academic writing or writing in exams, you need lots of great ideas. But you also need to support your ideas with examples. You can introduce your examples with these phrases. For example, for instance, and such as. Let's look next at how they're used. Here's an example sentence for you. When there is advertising everywhere we look, it can become very distracting. For example, huge TV screens or flashing signs on buildings can make it hard to drive safely through cities. Now there you can see that the second sentence is an example of the way in which advertising is distracting. So it's a set of examples for the whole idea of the previous sentence. In situations like this, as an alternative, you can also use for instance. It works exactly the same way. Now, for example can be written as e.g. You might have read this. This is from a Latin phrase, which is exempli gratia, when it's written out in full. But we never ever do that, so don't think it's better to write it out than use the abbreviation. If you want to write full words, use for example. Now the thing is, e.g. is used in a slightly different way. So look at the example for how this abbreviation is often used. Leafy green vegetables, e.g. cabbage, kale, spinach, contain large amounts of vitamins. So you can see there that it's used in brackets in the middle of a sentence. It's not starting the sentence like for example was. So if you're going to use that form, be careful that you're using it correctly. It looks very strange in academic writing if you use e.g. at the end of a sentence without brackets, or if even worse, you start a sentence with it. So in those situations, use for example. If you want to put a brief set of examples as a list in brackets like I have here, then it is okay. Let's look next at such as. Here's another example sentence for you. In the past, hobbies such as knitting, sewing and crocheting were more popular than they are today. Now you can see here we're introducing a set of examples in the middle of the sentence. We're not starting a new sentence like we did with for example. We've also just got a one-word subject, hobbies, which we then give examples of. In the previous example, we had a more complex situation where our examples were referring back to a whole situation of advertising being distracting, if you remember. Okay, so that's really the difference in the way these phrases are used. Now you might also be thinking that you could use like here. In the past, hobbies like knitting, sewing and crocheting and so on. That is correct, but it's a lot less formal. So it's the sort of thing you might hear, but isn't good academic written style. It's fine in notes and emails and letters to friends, for example, because it's informal, but not so much in academic, which is formal writing. And so I would avoid it in all exam writing unless you have been asked to write in an informal style. Okay? So, in summary, you can use for example or for instance, comma, to start a sentence which gives examples, and it's usually used when you're giving examples of a slightly more complex idea, like the idea that advertising can be distracting. If you're just introducing a list that refers to a more simple subject, like one word, hobbies, then you can use such as in the middle of the sentence. Or if you're speaking and it's informal, then you can use like. Okay? So good luck using that, and I'll see you again soon for another quick lesson. Bye!
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please click on the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell icon so that you don't miss the next video. That's it for this lesson. Until next time, goodbye.